Right. Right. I think we are now live, everyone. How are we doing, everyone? This morning has been an absolute nightmare. Right. Right. I think everyone is. We should all now be live and all be able to hear me. Yeah, Rob. It's been an absolute nightmare this morning. I had a really good gig yesterday, but I had to literally compact the whole office down, and then trying to set it back up this morning, and things haven't worked. It's been an absolute mare. On the plus side, Callum Ridds has beaten Connor Scott with 100 average, so that's superb from Callum. Gone big time. Don't get me wrong, Rob. I had an amazing day yesterday. It was so good, but literally putting everything back together this morning has been an absolute nightmare. I haven't seen Bunting's, Rob. Was I in there? Afternoon, Fraser. Huey, how are we all doing? Hope I've got a bit. Yeah, so I was lucky enough yesterday to be asked to stream and produce from John Terry's house. It was incredible. Yeah, one of my mates, Randir, he's a really successful entrepreneur. He's into all these cards, trading like sports cards and so on, and we got to do this amazing thing with Tubes and John Terry from John Terry's house yesterday, and yeah, I produced it all and streamed it all, but it was literally breaking everything down, and then trying to get everything back ready this morning was tough. So what I've learnt is I need a second system. I need a mobile. But it was so good. It was wicked. Yeah, that's it, Rob. The football ones and that. They were raising money for the JT Foundation yesterday, and I can't speak highly enough of John Terry. He was an absolute, just lovely man. He was so nice to be around. Like, he invited us into his home to do this, and he was just amazing. Oh, afternoon, Adam. I haven't looked at that yet. I'll have a look in a minute. I'm just going to try and update the text and that as we're going on the screen as well, because again, I am miles behind. Oh, that's a good question, Rob. I wonder if she has or not. How are we doing? Wells, hope you are good. Afternoon, Matthew. Hope you are good. Yeah, looking forward to it. No, don't get me wrong. If you could see everything behind me that's in boxes and so on that I still need to to get right. But we are here. We're ready to rock and roll. Niels Zonneveld up next. Honestly, Rob, it was just so surreal. John Terry's wife came down and was having a chat. His son came down and seeing what was going on and whatever. It was just a really good experience. His house, by the way, is absolutely mint. To be fair, Fraser, we've got some more to come yet. Don't worry. We've got plenty coming your way. Yeah, Scott Williams was superb. Huey, let me fire up my tabs, Dark Rankings being one of them. Zonneveld does need a run. So, race 4, the World Grand Prix. So yeah, no one dark green yet, which is a surprise. Come on, peoples, you know better than this. Zonneveld still has an outside chance at the moment. If no one above him added to their total, he would need a quarter final. So work to be done for Zonneveld, and that's on the assumption that no one else above them adds to it. Yeah, I agree, Chris, that we all know that Cow has got huge ability. Ooh, John Terry friend. Honestly, it was. I loved every minute of it. Zonneveld should take the opener here. The interview with Scott Williams was funny at the end. I really like him, Huey. Really do. I agree, Chris. JT would be in my all-time Premier League 11. He picked as part of this thing. He picked his all-time Chelsea 11, which was good. Zonneveld made a mess of that leg and paid the price. He was in control and couldn't get over the line. On a side note, WDF darts men's pairs just finished. Great comeback by Italy versus Netherlands. Emotional action. Nice. Cheers, Sanjay. Rob, his all-time Chelsea 11 was Petresco in goal, Ivanovic right back, Carvalho himself. He wasn't going to put himself in, but we made him because we all were like, no, to be fair, he wasn't going to put himself in, but we made him. He was going to put Desai in, but we were like, no, you're in. You are. Stop being modest. And Ashley Cole left back. Then his three-man midfield was Makaleli and Lampard as a 2. Robben, Hazard, Zola and Drogba. Cruel draw for Williams, I see. Barney as yet. Yeah. Luck of the draw. Man, geez, Van Schreiber, innit? Wouldn't be proud. Nice, Sanjay. Thanks for the update, mate. Massively appreciate any things like that. Thank you very much. Zonderveld is making a mess of this. Where is it? Guess it, Gurney. I don't. Yeah, tough draw. Marcus, like I say, it was John Terry's best 11. Being outfield, I can't know. Doesn't need to play Daz. My guess is I don't even know if the list is out yet. My guess is he will play in the Pro Tour. That's why Michael has pulled out, to make sure he's available for the Pro Tour. How we doing, John? The darts began at 12, mate. This is the second game. List is out, Barzi. Littler playing in 1. Just have a look now, Adam. Daz, Littler is playing in 1 of the 3. Littler's playing in PC 30, so he's playing in the one of the 3. Again, just some time off, I'm guessing, for him. How we doing, everyone on TikTok? Hope you are good. Gezi pulled out. Yeah, he's still not very well. He was meant to have an exhibition as well and pulled out of that. He's still struggling a little bit. Any ideas what prize I'm filming Bullseye this week? Yes, I do, but I don't know if I'm meant to say, so I won't. But yeah, I do know some of them that are filming it. We'll go and log back on. No worries, John. Pleasure, mate. Zonderveld is in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, he's to be fair, for Gezi to pull out of an exhibition and this, then he's going to be struggling. He's not one that just pulls out for the sake of it. Is it just another Xmas pack? I don't know, Rob, is the honest answer. I don't know if it's a series or if it's just a Christmas special or not. Again, It's been a busy week. Had a great time at the Unicorn launch. Oh no, the products aren't coming out, but it was like a launch for trade and stuff like that. It was good. Any idea when there's no draw? There's no draw for Dortmund. One plays 32, two plays 31, and so on. How we doing? Samin, hope you are good. Good to have you in. Always a pleasure. Hope everyone is good. Everyone's ready to go. Again, Zonneveld's a frustrating player because there's obviously a really good player in there. We just don't see enough of it. Good afternoon, Kay. Hope you are good. Race to the World Grand Prix continues. It does. You expecting? Willie O'Connor's got a real tough first round game, like proper tough. So he could fall. I think Barney comes through. I haven't got it in front of me because again, I know when the draw came out yesterday, I haven't had a chance to even look at it. What seed does Barney play if he wins? Barney's got a home nation qualifier. Daz Ashen Sod, never heard of him. So, but Barney's got a qualifier. Ratajski has got Owen Bates. Tough game. Has Nico Springer booked into Coral Island? Yeah, nobody should. Every debutant at the World Match Play should be forced to go to Coral Island. So this is just waiting for this Zonneveld to just spring in to life. Just looking at the pictures there, it's a reasonable first round or Friday afternoon crowd. And we've seen a lot worse. Coral Island, ride on the donkeys and be convinced that Blackpool Tower is the Eiffel Tower. Love that, Teresa, love that. Drinks of choice today. So we have got some Dr. Pepper Zero. I have got cans of Cherry Pepsi Max in the fridge. Some H2O. And some Orange Lucozade. Is the drinks of choice today. Yeah, I agree, Nathan. Look, I've been expecting more from him. We know there's a player in there. Winner, I'm going for Johnny Clayton. The Ferret. Also, they have to try a proper fried donut. Yes. Coral Island is great. Everyone loves Coral Island. How many years left does Peter Wright have seen slipping down? Next year could be a difficult year for Peter Wright. Because those TV tournaments that he's been guaranteed aren't there next year. Zonneveld is in the front. He does punish the mistake. So, big moment for Zonneveld. Remember, he needs a quarter-final minimum. That minimum is if no one else adds to their tally. He may need a semi-final or better. But he's doing his part at the moment, Zonneveld. What's right? Somehow win the world. that would be, yeah. I agree. What's let me try and find them. The PDC would have done an email. 2 seconds. Again, I missed everything yesterday. So is it on there? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't see that yesterday. Venue applications now open for the 2026 Ladbrokes UK Open qualifiers. So someone else, what seed Zonneveld had if he wins? He has Ryan Searle. Barney has Damon Heta. So Peter Wright would not make the World Grand Prix this week if Dave Chisnall and Martin Schindler overtake him. Schindler needs to make up £6,250. So, too early for Van Veen for the Premier League. At the moment, I would say yes, unless he does something great at the World Championships. But I agree, he will play Premier League darts in the future. It's his dark side, is it? Didn't James Wade say a year ago he would get back in the top 4? Yeah, he did. I can't remember what tournament it was in, but yes, he did say he would get back in the top 4. And right now, he's on course to as well. Zonneveld can go within 1 here. But he misses the chance. Remember, come and say hi if you are YouTube, Twitch or TikTok. Come and say hello. Any questions, fire them in, fire them over. ITV for an hour before SmackDown tonight. I might have to record it because I will be going to bed early tonight. That's for sure. Humphreys must be to lose a lot of money. Yeah, I think Humphreys is defending in the region, Teresa, of about £800,000. Casual. Evening, Dave. Hope you are good, buddy. How's things down under? pocket change. All good. Darts are terrible other than that. Fairs, mate, fairs. Zonneveldt moves within one of victory now. That's an hard one, does just doubles for dough, yeah. The famous Bobby George saying, even to this day. Love Bobo. I always wondered why my yeah, that was Mr. Bobby George, Bobo, the one and only. Should be a random pairs tournament. Yeah, I don't dislike it, Jason. I've got to say, I don't dislike it. When is the Euro Tour finals? The European Championships, Claire, is off the top of my head. I think it starts the 23rd of October in Dortmund. Off the top of my head, that is. Two seconds, everyone. Just need to go and plug something in. Don't worry, I'm still here. Still here. And Zonneveldt departs. What did you think of the pay-per-view last week? It was okay. Do you think Littler can be world champion? That he can, Claire, 100%. That Luke is an incredible talent, a great lad. However, defending that world championship is the hardest thing in darts. Only Phil Taylor, Gary Anderson and Adrian Lewis have defended it. It is tough. If anyone can do it, Luke can do it. So, yeah, look, I think he can, but it will be tough. It will be tough. But look, he's more than capable. We've seen that. So I'm looking forward to this game. Christoph Ratajski against Owen Bates. A lot on the line. Oh, do we? Do we now? Well, hello. Hello. So, Luke, Woodhouse and above are officially dark green. Who have I got winning? Cody, I think. Score on Brentford United tomorrow. United win 2-1. I think it tells your age. How we doing, Jordan? How we doing? Hello. So, pictures are returning Ratajski against Owen Bates, but time is ticking for the rest. Now, 10 of the 16 spots are dark green. There's a fair chance of it, I would say, Adam, yeah? It's not beyond the realms that by the time round one finishes, everyone is dark green. So anyway, going back to the original point earlier, Ryan Searle's mother-in-law can now message him and say, yes, you are dark green. How was the Target and Unicorn? It was good. Obviously, the Target products were released there and then. Bash, out they went. Very, very good day up in Manchester. The Target team did an incredible job. It looked sensational. A brilliant day in Manchester. And the Unicorn one is slightly different. They have a launch to trade and like media partners that obviously haven't been released yet. So I think they've got 3 kind of different mini launches between now and the end of the year. Some nice products in that as well. A couple of sets of darts that I actually really liked. So yeah, no, they were both really, really good, Rob. It was good. Yeah, I didn't realise Dan was talking about O'Radham. I've got the pictures up in the background. That background on the stage looks a lot like what Dirk used to have on his shirt, those hexagonal patterns. But yeah, Rob, yeah, it was more of a to trade partners in the media. No. To be fair, Unicorn gave us some nice bits, like in a goodie bag, but no, nothing from the range, but it was some nice stuff. I'll give a little spoiler away. I think, Rob, our Unicorn, I lose track of what everyone's are called. Unicorn's all-in-one system is called Forge, am I right? Anyone that uses a moulded flight and stem system, the new Unicorn two-tone all-in-ones look very, very nice. Dirk owns the Swiss Euro Tour. Yeah. Ratajski on stage. He has the darts against the master, Owen Bates. Connor can't be happy. Basically, yeah, I would guess so, Rob. I think you're bang on. Afternoon, Ken. Hope you are well. Played Big John Henderson online golf yesterday. I love that. John is one of the nicest blokes you will ever meet, Ken. Hendo, what a lovely, lovely man. Thoughts on Cameron Menzies? Very, very good player. I am really good, mate. Sorry, I was neglecting this chat. I am very, very good. Zara, how are you? Is MVG back? He's certainly on the right road. He's heading in the right direction. Thoughts on Cameron Menzies has an incredible ceiling and could be right up there. We've seen it on the floor from Cammy. Now we need to take that floor game to the stage. If he can, he's dangerous. How are we doing, Lindsay? Hope you are well. How's things? Enjoying the county game again, I see. It's good to see you back playing. Ratajski in control of leg one here against Owen Bates. Remember, the Polish Eagle is sat in 16th spot at the moment. So needs to add to that tally of funds. The World Grand Prix closes its doors after this event. We will know the 32-person lineup. Great, thank you. Yeah, enjoying it again. Nice back. Good stuff, Lindsay. Good stuff. Are you gonna go back and play on the women's series again at some point? Polish Eagle may only get a dart at the ball. It's going to be one at double 5, and he's come inside. So Owen Bates has a break opportunity in leg 1. Yeah, I'm there at the next one. Good stuff, Lindsay. Love that. Has your mum officially made a decision yet on which venue she will be playing at in December. Ashley, how are we doing? I am good, mate. How are you? No, not yet. Look, I try not to bash Lakeside because darts needs an amateur game. However, surely Bo and Lisa have got to go to Ali Pali. The exposure and everything that goes with it is unrivaled. Yes, very well. I'm good. A little bit tired, but yeah, I'm all good. We are soldiering on through. Do you watch the Ryder Cup? Yes, I do. I've not got it on at the moment, but I will. Odds on getting a live draw. Adam, are you drunk? Ratajski 1-0 to the good Owen Bates. Averaging around 87. He'll need to up that. Because Ratajski is threatening the throw here. Owen Bates may be in a bit of bother because Ratajski is down to a finish first. Rids played well. Yeah, ton average for Callum Rids, the Riot. It was good seeing him at the Unicorn launch. He's got a nice new set of darts coming out as well. So, the 128 is not going to go for Owen Bates. Ratajski doubles his lead. It is 2-0 to the Polish Eagle. And then we got 180 from the Polish Eagle. First one of the match for him. Flower and Humphreys at 3-1. Not bad, Malachi. Not bad at all. I fancy a bit of the ferret this weekend. I fancy some expert ferreting. And it's another 180 for Krzysztof Ratajski. He's looking like 3-0. It is 3-0. He is playing very, very well here. Springer's a good price tonight. That is a good price, Dal. Yeah, I agree. Owen Bates needs something to get into this match. And again, Ratajski is threatening. 180. Connor Scott out watching Owen Bates. And it could be about to be 4-zip. Is the white flag coming out? Ratajski. Just bust it here, Christoph. Just bust it, yeah. You'll come back. If O'Connor doesn't make it, I hope Ratajski does ahead of Barney. Yeah, look, because of Nico Springer last week, Barney now has to make up 2,500 if Ratajski wins this one, then the gap is a lot bigger. This result is massive for everyone. If you're in the chasing pack, you do not want Ratajski to win this game, because then all of a sudden the gap is massive. You have to go on a run. Winning 1 or 2 games will not be enough. No. Where, if Ratajski were to somehow lose from being 4-0 up, William O'Connor and Barney would both get to him. Is Ratajski playing Littler now? No, Ratajski is playing Owen Bates, the artist formerly known as the Master. So, $180. Ratajski, bagel, maybe on the cards. Maybe a time to get your bagel out, get your toppings ready, and pick what you're having. Euro Tour 1-2 race updated for next year. Snakey needs a huge run. Yeah, that's what I mean, Adam. Then all of a sudden, these tournaments that he's been guaranteed won't be there. Could already be then struggling for the match play next year. Yeah, this is a bad result for everyone else. Remember, this isn't just on today. This has all been manifested by that incredible run and victory from Nico Springer. Ratajski is not relenting. This is fabulous from the Polish Eagle. Littler's not playing this weekend. He's having the weekend off. As are a lot of them. Will Snakey win another major? Look, never say never, because Peter has a knack of making you look silly when you write him off. But right now, the form that I see Peter in, I find it difficult to make a case for him winning one. But like I say, Peter has a knack of making you look silly. So, a treble here. And Bates, no treble, just keeps the door open a little bit, but 1-4-1 to stop the bagel. not going to go. So, Ratajski 112, double 16, wrong double. Ratajski's in the wrong bed. Live flying for Owen Bates. 2 at tops, 1 at 10s, and he misses. Get the bagel out of the oven, folks. The Polish Eagle is about to serve, and serve he does. 6-0. Thank you very much. Get your bagels out, everyone. Love me a bagel. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love a bagel? So, Owen Bates walks off the stage having been absolutely spanked. By Krzysztof Ratajski, and that is a massive result for the Polish Eagle. He now has a huge buffer at the moment between himself and William O'Connor. MVG v the Asp. No, MVG's not playing. Daily, that sometimes when you're young, you just take a little bit of time to adapt to being in that environment within the PDC. It's not easy. Who does the Chizzy Rascal play tomorrow? The little rascal that is Dave Chisnall will play Luke Woodhouse or Lucas Venick. I'll tell you what, Luke Humphreys against Callan Ridds tomorrow. That'll be tasty. That'll be a little bit good. The Chizzy Rascal. Yeah, bad result for Barney James. I'm going to call it now. With that win, Ratajski, the World Grand Prix is now complete. I didn't watch the game last night. Yeah, oh, do I agree? Do I agree? Let me check one thing first. That might not even be enough, though. If Adam, the only one, and this is still a big if because he's got a lot in front of him. William O'Connor is the only one I think has the potential to upset that lineup. But I agree. I think, if I'm calling it now, I believe we know the World Grand Prix lineup. Spurs have got Wolves tomorrow, not West Ham. Right, I don't buy into this Rangers deserve better, right? Are Rangers and Celtic big clubs? Yes, they are. The clubs themselves are big. But they are playing in an absolute tin pot league. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching the SPL. But in terms of standard, it is shite. What big or better manager do you think is going to go to Scotland? The only ones that are going to go there are ones that are out of work and can't get a job at the moment, or need to rebuild after a horrific time at other clubs. So this whole dilemma of Rangers deserve better and so on, I don't buy into it. If Willie or Barney have a deep run, Goldfinger could be in trouble. Possibly, yeah. Like, you look at the other side of Glasgow, the only reason Brendan Rodgers went back to Celtic is because no one in the Premier League wanted him. That was the only job on offer to him. Yeah, but Marcus, they're very much unproven managers. Look, they could go there and do well, I agree, but they're also really unproven. Right, pictures are back. We are ready for game number 3. Andrew Gilding, goal! Always believe in your soul. Dekker's been playing well recently, though. Again, though, taking Gerrard was a risk at the time. Don't get me wrong, I agree it went on to work. But at that point, Steven Gerrard had never managed at that level before. So that, again, it was a risk. Bringing Steven Gerrard wasn't bringing in a big manager. It was bringing in a golden player with a big reputation, but had no managerial credentials. Right, here we go. Time to get the players to the stage. First of all, it will be the Sheriff, Dekker. Nerves got to the young man. Yeah, I think so, John. I think so. Look, you only get experience by putting yourself in that environment more often. Look, there is a fabulous player within Owen Bates. Just needs a little bit of time to unlock it. Phil, do you know what happened with Louis Williams? Yeah, look, I think it's been very well documented that Louis had a few issues and a few personal demons and battles, which forced him to take time away from the game. I haven't seen Louis for a while, but I've got to say the few times that I've been in his company, he's been a real top lad, Louis Williams. And I wish him every success in what he does. I don't see him coming back to darts because of the environment that he has to play in. But I hope so. No, Gerard is out of work, Nathan. I believe Rangers spoke to him in the summer and he declined to go back, which tells you a lot. That Rangers are in a mess. From top to bottom, the top of the club structure is fucked, and the dressing room is rotten. So anyone that goes there has a lot to sort out, but we are gold. Always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know. I do like the Andrew Gilding walk on. Right, here we go. The Sheriff is on, doing his warm-up darts. He's been playing well recently. Yeah, Marcus, 100%. 100%. But we are good. We are underway, and Dekker has the darts. What do we reckon then, chat room? What are you saying? Who are you going for? Gilding started well here. Finally someone said it about Rangers. I'm just saying, as a football fan, how I see it, buddy. Two. Gilding has broken in the opener. This is good. How are we doing, Jamie? Hope you are good, mate. Missing the dime. That's never a good thing, buddy. Never a good thing. Hope you are well. Gilding on absolute fire in leg one. Dekker had been playing beautifully, but a little bit of a slow start here. Little bit of a slow start. Barney would need a semi-final to qualify. Yes, a big ask, James. That's a big ask. Especially if Gilding wins this as well. Yeah, if Gilding wins this, he goes to 77. Yeah, results have not gone the way of the chasing pack so far today. And it is 2-0 Gilding. Dekker is going to have to up the levels here. Andrew Gilding averaging around 107.36. Incredible. What are we laughing out loud about? Dekker is in control of this leg on his throw. Just needs something to build on and build into. Again, Gilding, the first two legs were stunning. But right now, the levels have just dropped a little bit. But 140 doesn't even get him to a finish. Dekker has something to work on. Team Europe, absolutely, Cal. Well done, mate. Great result. And now the best bit is you get some extra time off, obviously playing tomorrow evening, so you get to watch the golf. Who cares, the golf? Love that, lad. Love that. It was good seeing you on Tuesday. I had to remember what day it was. By the way, keep your eyes out on the new Unicorn launch. The Riot himself has a beautiful set of new darts coming out. Dekker threatening a break back here. A couple of things have happened here. That one, Gilding's level has dropped considerably, and two, Dekker has upped his. Dekker is going to get a chance to break back here, and for the first time in this tie, Dekker is averaging more than Andrew Gilding. Dekker has missed a glorious chance here. Is Gilding going to make him pay? Dekker, last start in hand, does level up. He made that leg difficult. He was absolutely flying. Right now, Dekker is finding that form that qualified him for this, qualified him for the World Series finals. He is doing everything that Andrew Gilding doesn't want him to do. A defeat here, does it still leave Andrew Gilding vulnerable? Chat room, let us know. Does it still leave him vulnerable if Dekker goes on to win? Gilding needs to find something. And Dekker leads. To be fair, if Chizzy goes out the top 16, he'll go, yeah, good call, Nathan, good call. I don't see both Schindler and Chisnall getting to Peter Wright. One of them may do, but the fact that Peter Wright has got that buffer of Dave Chisnall between himself and Schindler, I think massively helps. Dekker, another treble. This could be potentially 4 legs on the spin. Gilding's in bother here. Big bother. Dekker is going to get a look at this 91. This is massive. Dekker cannot hit, so this is massive for Gilding. And Gilding does level. Who are we saying, chat room? Who are we saying from here? Dekker or Gilding? I need to fire the old iPad up and get the Ryder Cup on, to be fair. Need to do a bit of multitasking. So again, Dekker on his own throw dominating here. So, Dekker is asking early questions of the Gilding throw here as well. WDF World Cup finish. I don't know, if I'm being honest, Rob, I've not watched as much of it as I wanted to, just the time difference. Go on, Rory. Dekker 161. This is good. Remember, everyone, if you are new here, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe. Dekker, massive moment here. And he's up to it. He has broken the Gilding throw. He is 5-3 up. Gilding, the wheels have come off. William Barney in the race. I think it's done. Mr. Edgar, how are you, my friend? Good to have you in. I've got a funny story to tell you as well, Matt. When we catch up. How are you, my friend? Hope you are well. Dekker is 229 points away. Oh, love that, Matt. Love that. The big fish to win it for Dekker. That's out. The Sheriff, in the last 2 months, has been putting on some performances and qualifying for stuff and just playing very good darts. And Andrew Gilding leaves the old 166. So come on, Andrew, talk us through it. Where's your first dart going? What's your combination? Up or down? Where you going, Andrew? He went up first. I like it. I like the old going up on the 166. Dekker has missed a match dart. One match dart has gone for the Sheriff. Can Andrew Gilding prolong this tie? This would be one break back for Goldfinger, but he's going round the houses and the last dart doesn't rescue him. So Dekker with another chance. And I'm not talking about double Dekker. Somewhat of an upset. Dekker from 2-0 down has beaten Andrew Gilding 6-3 to the Sheriff. Now, in your opinion, chat room, does that leave Andrew Gilding vulnerable? Or is 75k going to be enough? That's the question you need to ask. Is 75 enough? How we doing? Down 95, HWDF World Cup. Women's pairs, Japan beat England 6-5. Men's, Italy beat Holland 6-5. Real shock. In the men's singles, Dirty Harrison against Raymond Smith in the semi-finals. Oof, that's a game. That's a game and a half, that is. So Barney would need a quarter-final to overtake Gilding. You are correct, yes. Raymond van Barneveld would need a quarter-final. So would William O'Connor. So the two that are just outside would need quarterfinals to get to Gilding. So, Joyce against Rocco coming next. Rocco has won the ball against Joyce. God, I love some qualification drama. Who doesn't? How are we doing? Last suspect, hope you are good. Technically, Joyce isn't safe, no. But the issue is I don't see I don't see four people or three people overtaking Ryan Joyce. I think Joyce is safe. I think Gilding and Ratajski are the only two that are potentially in danger. The issue is I don't see everyone else overtaking them. Yes, you know, Rob. Until then, until they go dark green on darts rankings. I like this, like a bit of a celebration from Core Dekker as well. I can get behind that. Yeah, I agree. I think it will be a great watch. So, what are we saying, chat room? Remember, if you are new here, come and say hi. Hope you are all good. How are we doing, Danny? Yeah, made a brief cameo appearance, buddy. How are you? How's things? Oh. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of blue on the old Ryder Cup board at the moment. I'm liking it. A lot of blue, blue, blue. So we've got about a minute and 10 seconds till pictures return. Remember, Ryan Joyce not been playing particularly well. Been okay. But work to do for relentless Ryan Joyce. So 20 seconds. Does Joyce get the job done then, folks? Or are we going to see an upset perhaps? What do you think? And pictures are returning. Phil, been following the WDF World Cup. And is there a reason the England team was so poor? No, look, sometimes it happens, Marcus. Like I say, I've not watched any of it, so I can't comment on individual performances and games that I haven't really seen. But look, sometimes when you travel, things don't go according to plan. Playing in new environments and everything like that, sometimes it just doesn't work. So, time for the walk-ons. I wish I knew you were at JT's the other day. I loved the video call from him. How are we doing, Alex? Yeah, look, I said earlier on the stream that JT was one of the nicest people ever. It was, look, he invited us into his home to do the project. He was just such a lovely guy. He really was. Absolutely top class, Alec. Absolute top class. Do England darts pay for them to go, or players have to pay for them themselves? I don't know. Is the honest answer, Marcus? I don't know how much, if any, England darts contributes to the players. Afternoon, Alan. Hope you are well, buddy. Hope things are good. So here we go, ready to rock and roll. So, both players are on the stage. So, score predictions then. What are we saying? Play for the best football club too. Yeah, no, he was so good, Alec. He was so good. Right, let's have a look. Aston Villa ain't the... To be fair, he was chatting about his time at Villa and whatever, and he said watching Grealish train, he was unbelievable. How we doing, Mark? I am very well, mate. How are you? Always good to have you in. Let's get standing. Let's get a bit of energy going. Come on then. We can do better than this. We can do better than this, everyone. Let's go. Did he ask you what you thought? Yeah, he was. We were talking about it, and he was like, "Look, the rivalry was great and whatever." He rates Thomas Frank. I did. I got the elephant in the room out of the way and was like, "Look, I'm a Spurs fan." To be fair, I always find Chelsea fans hate Tottenham more than... Ryan Joyce did break in leg one. The disparity in the averages is huge. Absolutely huge. You would fancy Ryan Joyce to win this comfortably, just looking at the opening couple of legs here. How we doing, Tyler? Hope you are good. From Maryland again. Nice, mate. Great to have you in. I think Woodhouse, mate. I think Woodhouse. How we doing, James? If you were told last year Nico Springer would secure a spot in the World Grand Prix before Dave Chisnall, wouldn't have believed them. No, it's mad, isn't it? But look, Nico Springer has been a breath of fresh air. He really has. Yeah, and because of the results, Joe Cullen and Nico Springer are also dark green. Only 4 spots remain in light green. Like Spurs have. Yeah, I get that, Rob. 2-0 to Ryan Joyce. This one's looking like one-way traffic. There's another break. 180 for Relentless Ryan Joyce. Nicholas, how we doing, mate? Good to have you in. No, 100%, Rob. Arsenal will always be the main rival. Another 20 for double 16 for a 3-0 lead. Double break incoming for Ryan Joyce, and he pins it with ease. With ease, 3-0. Relentless leads. There's 20 points difference in the averages at the moment. Does anyone see Joyce not winning this 6-0? It's looking like it could be going that way. Remember, if you are new here, where that like and subscribe button is. This will be 6. Yeah, it's looking that way, James, isn't it? Look, it's looking like all she wrote. At the moment, it's not even competitive. It is relentless. Again, that double 16, he doesn't miss it, does he? Maybe once in a while. Not very often, though. $180. Yeah, it's a rarity, Daily. It's a rarity. I'm pretty sure I know what part of Switzerland Rocco is. Yeah, he's definitely got a bit of an Italian look to him. But needs 2 trebles here to get to a finish. So Rocco effectively has 6 darts to get a leg on the board here. I wonder. He might do. 96 left, and he will get a look at it. Can he stop this 4-leg charge? What's on today, mate? Just the European Tour for me for the next 3 days here, mate. What are you up to? Playing this weekend at all? The old 5 won't help him there. Double 18 this time, and he pins it 5-0. It's looking like that's all she wrote. Ryan Joyce has the darts here. Just to see off. And then our potential second 6-0 victory. No, off to MODUS. No, nice, mate, nice. So, Joyce not really been tested, and you would have to say that this would probably put him dark green, or certainly very, very close. It was amazing me how Switzerland work. Yeah, there's a lot of languages going on within Switzerland. So, Ryan Joyce, 201 points away from victory. You would feel that it's going to be done quite quickly here. Down to 62. 3 darts away. I agree, Marcus. It's been perfect for Ryan Joyce. Look, Ryan Joyce has not been in the best of form overall. So when you're not in the best of nick, a 6-0 win in this draw is absolutely perfect. Not at the moment, Alec, no. It's not something that we've really looked into. This is a big game coming next. Luke Woodhouse against Lucas Venick. Remember, Woodhouse's place is already secure at the World Grand Prix. It's been good. No. Correct. Ryan Joyce, with that victory, has gone dark green. Relentless Ryan Joyce can now mathematically not be caught, and he is going to Leicester. Only 3 spots remain. Daryl Gurney, Andrew Gilding and Krzysztof Ratajski hold those spots. Ratajski has won his game today. He comes back tomorrow. Andrew Gilding is out. He can do nothing apart from hope. 75,000 is enough. And Daryl Gurney will play William O'Connor, who is just outside the places. Interesting times. Interesting times lie ahead. Look, I appreciate the ones below them can mathematically still get there. However, O'Connor and Barney games today are massive. We cannot underestimate how big these games are. Nightmare, mate, nightmare. I just thought this host nation qualifies bad. Wait until you. I'm pleased they've gone into Slovakia though. I think it's good. I think it's a race between Chizzy and. Who does Shindiggity play? We like the way you're working. So, Schindler will play the winner of Petresco and Laziac, and if he comes through that, it will then probably play Aspinall or Clayton. I'm not sure. Chizzy, if he comes through, Luke Woodhouse will probably play Josh Rock. Yeah, here we go. Pictures are back at the Swiss Darts Trophy. How are we doing, JW? Do I not go to the Euro Tours? At the moment, mate, it's... Look, I've been to the Euro Tours before, but at the moment, for the channel, us doing these streams are more beneficial across all platforms, and that they work better for us. The content is better in growing the channel. Look, long term, we'd love to do these and have someone at the Euro Tour. Seeing JK got one. Yeah, that had been in the works for a while. Venick has won the ball against Woodhouse. Oh, to be fair, yeah, Marcus, this one would have been... Did you not see... No, I don't... But Ryan Joyce put on his social media... Not Ryan Joyce. Ryan Searle put on his social media yesterday. I think it was $17.99 for 20 chicken nuggets. Let me check. Let me check the source. Sorry, I lied. 17 pounds for 20 chicken nuggets from Mackey's over here. £17 for 20 chicken nuggets. Woo! It's a little bit jazzy, a little bit fruity. Just out of interest, if you have chicken nuggets or any other dippable chicken, what's your dip of choice? What are you going for? Will you be at every sessions of the world, mate? Yes, I will. Garlic mayo, lad. I am very much a barbecue sauce dip man. James is going for ketchup. So if you lose your first round, you've lost money in your trip. Probably, yeah. Or you'll certainly be probably only breaking even. Garlic mayo, 100%. Mackey's sweet curry, nice. I prefer the selects to nuggets. No, yeah, I'm partial to a select. Wayne's going for barbecue sauce as well. I go for a long chicken sandwich, nice. Dan Dawson is shouting out darts rankings. Things you love to see, James. Things you love to see. Yeah, darts rankings is the best tool that was ever invented. It is genuinely mad. It's obviously a very clever piece of kit underneath doing the equations and scraping the data. Do you know Simone? No, I don't, Matt. He is in charge of the darts ranking. It's a German firm or a German company that no one seems to know much about them, but it's mint. To be fair, James, the PDC lads use it all the time. Here comes Woodhouse. Yeah, well, they're using it right. Yeah, I mean the PDC media team as well, James. Obviously, Dan's obviously comms, but the actual media team use it as well. Phil, if you go to Belgium on the fries, put some army sauce. It's like spicy mayonnaise. Cool, man. I will give it a try, mate. I will give it a try. So both players are on the stage. We are ready. The players are ready, and it's tungsten time. So, right, let's go. Let's do this. We are live. Ryan Joyce did win 6-0, buddy. If Chisnall won his second round game, would he go dark green? Where does Chizzy fall on the other side? 74. Oh. So if he won 7. Yeah, so yes, if Dave Chisnall won his second round game, yes, because I was looking on where he'd fall on the other side. So yeah, if he wins his second round game, he's okay. Where if he lost tomorrow and Martin Schindler gets to him, Dave Chisnall, this is kind of gone under the radar a little bit here. Dave Chisnall is actually in danger of missing the World Grand Prix if he loses here. If he loses tomorrow, Dave Chisnall's in a bit of bother. Who do you think will win the World Grand Prix? If he's back healthy, I think either Gerwyn Price or Luke Humphreys. Yeah, I didn't realise how much of a bother Dave Chisnall was in. I realised he wasn't playing well, but so let's just recalculate. He's doing one of them. Luke is playing Players Championship 30. James, can you just check that I am correct here? If Dave Chisnall loses tomorrow and Martin Schindler wins tomorrow, Dave Chisnall is not going to the World Grand Prix. Can you just check that I've read this correctly? That I think if Chisnall loses and Schindler wins, Dave Chisnall is not going to the World Grand Prix. No, I've got... So if Chisnall loses... If Chisnall loses, Ratajski's above him, James. Ratajski's on 74.5. Chisnall would only be on 74. So, James, I am right, aren't I? If Chisnall loses tomorrow and Schindler wins, Dave Chisnall is not going to the World Grand Prix. I knew he was struggling, but I didn't realise he was struggling that much. That's a good point, Michael. Yeah, that's why I was asking. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, Michael's just... That's why I was asking. So, yeah, he'd be in the final spot. Yeah, I hadn't bumped Schindler up. You're correct, yeah. But even still, Dave Chisnall sneaking in. Like, when was... Just having a look. When the last time Dave Chisnall missed a PDC ranking event that he didn't qualify for. So, by the way, I'm not counting. I was looking at more the ones through the ranking tables, James, because obviously the Grand Slam is coming through a qualifier. I'm looking at the events that you physically have to qualify for. Dave Chisnall has been an ever-present at the World Grand Prix since 2011. The European Championships, if I remember rightly, was 2021 was the year they only did... Was it 2 events, or was it 2020 where they only had 2 events to qualify, which was a bit all over the place. But in terms of when it's a full season, since switching, I don't think Dave Chisnall has ever failed to not make a tournament. Yeah, 2 events in 2021. So I'm not going to count that European Championship based on trying to qualify for 2 events. So yeah, in terms of in a normal year, in terms of events that you have to qualify for through a ranking table, Dave Chisnall has never never not made it. Wow. I'm just looking at Dave Chisnall's run of form since the Grand Slam of 2022 on TV. Group stage, round 2 at the Players, round 3 at the Worlds, round 2 of the Masters, round 4 of the UK Open, but don't they come in at round 4 because there's 3 games in the afternoon? Then round 1, round 1, round 1, round robin, round 3 of the Players' Championships. Then he has back-to-back quarterfinals in 2024 at the Worlds and the Masters. Round 6 of the UK Open, but then it's round 1, round 2, round 1. Group stage is round 2, round 2, round 1, round 5, round 1. When you break Dave Chisnall's form down, it's not a great look. That's mad. Lucas Venick is bossing Luke Woodhouse here. It's... the fall off has been huge. Woodhouse needs to take something here. But Venick is sat waiting if Woodhouse misses. Oh, slipped into the wrong double. Woodhouse needed that leg. That was big. Only reached the last 8 in 4 events all year. Wow, James. That's mad. Chisnall was 26 on... We talk about Peter Wright's decline. Dave Chisnall's is arguably on par. That's mad. battle of double 18s, but Venick gets first go at it. Jamie Aspinall has dropped quite a bit. Yeah, he has, but Aspinall's was all in one tournament because he was defending the winner's check from the World Match Play. So you think Aspinall's won, was it 2 Euro Tours this year? But Aspinall's drop came because it was all in one tournament. How we doing? I hope you are good. What's his Pro Tour rank? 30. Luke Woodhouse seems to have woken up. It was a sluggish, slow start from Woodhouse. He trailed 3-0. Woodhouse favourite here to level back up at 3-all. Remember, from 3 down, this has been a good turnaround from Luke Woodhouse. So exactly what we said would happen when they started protecting the top 6. Yeah. But Woodhouse, one more at double 8, pins it, level game, 3-3. Lucas Venick has surrendered a 3-0 lead. What has he got in response from this Woodhouse retaliation? Woodhouse has upped his average as well from mid to low 80s to just above 95. It's been good over the last 3 legs from Luke Woodhouse. Yeah, Rob, it's an interesting point. And like we say, when they make changes to rankings and ranking systems and qualifications and so on, we only really see the implications 2.5 years down the line. And we're now starting to see that from that Euro Tour change coming up for 2 years ago. But decent response here from Venick. But Woodhouse has responded. Oh, I agree, Rob. Everyone knew it would happen. But now we're seeing it.
Look at this goal.
That's a good response from Lucas Venick. He has just stopped this blitz from Luke Woodhouse and retakes the lead, surrendered a 3-leg cushion, but now he leads once more, and not a great start from Woodhouse. Has opened the door early here for Lucas Venick. interesting times here. Oh. I'm not the only one who has lost the PDC stream, am I? I think you are, Teresa. I can see mine okay. Woodhouse has to be good with his math here. Venick has put in a very good leg on the Woodhouse darts. Remember, Woodhouse got himself back in. But, oh, he's missed a ball for a 167. That would have been magical. So next year, Chisnall will have to go to the qualifiers to defend the money he was seeded. Ooh, interesting, James. I like it. Yeah, he's in big bother, Dave Chisnall, at the moment. The Chizzy rascal is not rascaling. Has Venick just gifted a chance back to Woodhouse? He has. Woodhouse seizes the opportunity. It should be 5-3, but it's not. Venick should be throwing for the match, but he's not. He is now embroiled in a best of 3 with Luke Woodhouse. Just watching the stream pictures, he's very, very nervy. Venick doesn't look settled at all. Very, very interesting times here. Venick has recovered the scoring phase here, though. Do you think Venick's card position may be on his mind? Possibly. Let's see how far out. How far out is he? Venick 65 needs to get to 80. What's he in? He's already got 15 on the Worlds. Yeah, possibly. But even with 15 grand Worlds money on, he's still a long way back. So, no, never say never, but he possibly is already thinking about how he tries to win his card back, because he's a long way off at the moment. Should I go and try and play Q score? I have a normal average of 75, 80. Can I compete with that? If you feel ready, you say your average is in that range. If you feel ready, then give it a go. Also, remember, if you go to Q School and don't get your card, you are then eligible to go and play on the Challenge Tour. So that might that then might help you develop even more by a year on the Challenge Tour. So personally, I'd say, yeah, go and give it a go, because of the doors it opens for you as well. Venick does hold and is one away from victory. Luke Woodhouse will have to win back-to-back legs. Looks as if we're going to be heading into a last leg decider. Can Woodhouse just square this up and send us to a decider? Venick has looked nervous at times. I'm not sure who would be better equipped in the last leg decider. Who would be more nervous? Yeah, I would go and give it a go, buddy. Like you say, because you can then play in the Challenge Tour as well. Now there's pressure. Venick 133 leaves 70. Woodhouse double 10 to send us to a shootout. And he has missed match-winning opportunity for Venick. He's missed the big number. It may only be a dart of the ball. It's not even that. He's missed two big numbers. He has absolutely fucked up the setup. There's no other way to describe it. He has absolutely mangled it. And Venick hits. Woodhouse hits Venick not to get a dart to win the match from 70 is unforgivable. It is a disaster. Did you see the PDC stats article on? I didn't, James. No, I missed it. 177. I'll pop it in the Discord. Amazing, James. Yeah, remember everyone, if you haven't yet, make sure you join our Discord channel. Now up and running. Also, well, shout out to Teresa, who unfortunately can't watch her PDC stream, so she's got to listen to me instead. Woodhouse is on a finish. on the Venick darts. I'll tell you what, the end of the last leg and this one, Venick has crumbled. I said he looked nervous earlier. Match dart incoming. Match dart missed from Woodhouse. But what we've seen from Venick the last leg and a bit, I'm not sure this goes. I'm not sure this goes. How are we doing, Scott? Good to have you in, buddy. Appreciate it as always. So, Woodhouse to complete the comeback. Venick has gift wrapped it to Woodhouse here. It's Christmas come early in the Woodhouse family, and presents have been presented not by Santa Claus, by Lucas Venick. He has had an absolute howler. Coming up after the break, another big tie. Riccardo Petresco still has an outside chance at the World Grand Prix. Pikachu already would need a final, but he has won the European Tour before, so it is not beyond the realms. Woodhouse, you can just see by his reaction, he knows he's got away with one there. He knows. Knows. Venick shakes his head as he walks off. So, Christmas come early for Woodhouse. I'm sure he'll reflect on it. Venick won one game in 7 attempts on the European Tour this year. Yeah, he just looked nervous. He just looked nervous all of a sudden. It was weird. Yeah, normally reliable. Chisnall is 32nd on the European Tour Order of Merit as well this year. That slide has well and truly set in. He is Woodhouse's opponent. That'll be interesting. The thing is, we've still seen Chizzy have one-off good games, but he doesn't back them up is the issue, where before, Chizzy would go good performance, okay performance, but lose. Where now it's just like average performance, shocker, average performance, good performance, average shocker. It's just too erratic. So we've got about 2 minutes, 45 seconds till pictures return. So what are we saying in chat rooms? Petresco or Laziac? I think Petresco for me in this one. I think it'll have a little bit too much. So, the Ryder Cup, the 4 balls well and truly underway at the moment. So, what's everyone else got planned for the weekend then? Come and let us know. What are you up to? As we got under a minute now until pictures return. Games coming up in this session. This is our penultimate game of the session, and then we will finish with Mensur Suljovic against Chris Landman. Stressed out week, so Chinese. Nothing wrong with that, Big Johnny. Nothing wrong with any kind of food in moderation. First trip to the City Grand for me. Nice, Rob. Going to Villa Park on Sunday. To be fair, Rob, nor of the Villa fans this year, have they? I think as well, fantasy football-wise, I've finally lost patience with Ollie Watkins, James. And I think I'm going for the big man. I'm going for Isak. Especially with Ekatike being suspended. It's like, get him in. Right, pictures are back. So we are ready to go with our penultimate match of the session. Riccardo Petresco against Oscar Laziac. Oh, what a putt that is. Matchroom doing a fantasy darts league next year. Not sure, Big Johnny. I'll try and find out. Wild card for me. I sort it out after work. Yeah. To be fair, I've got 4 transfers in the bank. My team's actually looking okay. I've just lost patience with Watkins, and I've got enough money to bring Isak in. Italy and Japan were surprise winners. Nice, James. So Swissville about to bring the players on. Laziac will walk first. Interested to see his Is Harden? No, I've got Harden in my team, Rob. Unless has Pep ruled him out, then there might be some more changes. Yeah, I'm interested to see Laziac's throw because it was a little bit worrying for me last time. It was a little bit stop, start. I didn't like the throw last time I saw Laziac playing. Work. And Darts League on Monday, and I made that. No, nothing wrong with that, mate. Rob, I haven't had Salah all season. I went week 1. I went for Haaland over Salah, and I don't regret it. I just looked at Salah last year and I thought he wasn't doing it as regularly against big sides. You know, he's still a great player, but I think age has caught up with him a little. We need someone to do the follow-up of Blood on the Carpet called Worn Out Carpet and Turkey Teeth. To be fair, Blood on the Carpet, although it's not good quality, it's a great watch. Obviously, it was done all those years ago, so the quality isn't great, but the programme is incredible. Imagine what Barry would offer the WDF now. 2 pints of lager, a packet of crisps, a Mars bar, and maybe a bag of pork scratchings if he was feeling generous. Do you think the offer was serious? Yeah, 100%. It went in writing to the BDO board and everything, Rob. Yeah, it was 100%. 100% genuine. Right. We are underway. Petresco getting us off and running. How are we doing, Ash? Let's go, Ricardo. So, let's have a look at the Petresco, the Laziac throw, because I didn't like it last time I saw it. Oh, that is horrid. Oh, I fell for him. Dart 2 and Dart 3, not too bad. That pause at the back of the backswing, oh, it is, no. Look, it's working, but it's, yeah, Dart 1 is a real issue for him. A real issue to let it go. And I'm not talking about Frozen. Good. I am good, Ash. I'm really good. Thank you very much. Do you think we'll ever see the British Isles Euro Tour again? Ooh, no, I don't. No. Yeah, that Dart 1 is a... You can see him fighting where his hand's almost shaking and then it's like, goes. He's fighting himself there. He is fighting himself. Petresco holds without too much fuss in leg number 1. And what's everyone else's thoughts on the Laziac throw? The sponsor looks like the late TGI Fridays. Fisherman's Friends. I thought my screen has buffered then when he threw. Yeah, it's dart 1, Rob. I don't. Treble needed here from Petresco. $140 gets him bound to the same number as Oscar Laziac. Petresco leaves a finish, but he's relying on Laziac missing here. And last dart in hand rescues Laziac 1-1. It's just the pace of this match is tough. The pace of this match isn't making it a good watch at the moment. There's no way he can throw his darts at his best. It's a bit of dartitis, Stephen. You can see he's physically trying to force himself to throw dart 1. Dart 2 and 3 are okay. It's that you can see it on his face. He's fighting and then it goes. potentially very soon in the golf. There's going to be 3 points on the board for Europe. Petresco leaves double 16 in a nice enough place right now. It is 2-1 to Riccardo Petresco. He's doing a lot better at the moment than Laziac. Again, Petresco, that on throw he's looked Rolls Royce, but on the Laziac throw, not having the same effect. But is this the moment that Petresco gets ahead? Petresco really needs to sort his floor form out if he wants to be a top 16. Yeah, I agree. He's been poor on the floor, James. When he gets to the stage, he's decent. But again, like we've seen with Dimitri over the years and so on, that it's your floor game. That's the base. You have to play well on the floor to get to these TV tournaments. But it is a breaker throw. Petresco leads 3-1. The German is now in control. And he has the darts here for a potential 4-1 lead. So, top 3 in the world can get away with it because they're in. Yeah, agree. But when you're in that bracket, James, your floor form needs to be so consistent. Petresco would like a treble here. Doesn't find one, so just gives a glimmer of a hope to Laziac here. But again, he needs a treble as well. Doesn't punish the trebleless visit from Riccardo Petresco. Look at Joyce, 55 and 57. Yeah, 100%, James. To be fair, Richie's form since winning the Europeans last year has tailed off so much. Like, those big numbers aren't there anymore. So Riccardo Petresco leaves double 16 for a 3-leg cushion. Right now it is one-way traffic. But Petresco has just made a mess of that. Now Petresco has got to hit because Laziac is now on a double. He has made an absolute mess of this Petresco. It should be 4-1. It's not. It may be about to be 3-2. And it's a lifeline for Laziac. Yeah, he did get lucky. I agree, Scott. I agree. Let's get some movement in the old legs. Remember, everyone, make sure you tap the like button and subscribe, whatever platform you are watching us on. Afternoon, Mike. Good to have you in. Good to have you in. Who will be the next Premier League manager to get sacked? Oh, surely Graham Potter if they lose this weekend. He's got to be dead man walking, you would think. Again, Petresco has outscored Laziac in this leg. It's been a constant theme of this match. Petresco's scoring has been much, much better. But 140 from Laziac gets him back into this leg. This game's a funny one. It is a real funny game, this one. So, 64 Petresco, but Laziac is going to get first look at 61 for a level tie. Oh, what an effort that was from Tommy Fleetwood. And Laziac this time cannot hit. So Petresco is going to get a look at 64 to re-establish that two-leg cushion. One dart, double 16. And this time, Petresco does not make a mess of it. 4-2 to the German. Again, the pace of this, just making it a hard watch. What are you thinking, chat room? Tough watch this one. Again, Laziac asking questions. This game is weird. Strange game. Yeah, it's not a great game, I agree. Yeah, it would be a tough watch, James, wouldn't it? Would be a tough watch. In general, what's everyone's thoughts on the Worlds this year going to 128? Do people like it? Good thing? Bad thing? People not liking it? What's people's general opinion on the move? I'd be interested to hear people's thoughts. Rob, not a fan. I want the TBC spot before judging. Just out of interest, James, where would you put that spot? Or where would you like to see that spot go, out of interest? First round game is going to be some tough watches at times, possibly. But, I don't know. I don't think it'll be as bad as what some people think. South African qualifier. It was one of those ones, isn't it, that... just go through... I'll go through the results quickly for... Jason, Callum Reed beat Connor Scott. Callum played well. Neil Zonneveld through. Ratajski destroyed Owen Bates. Dekker beat Andrew Gilding. Gilding fell off. Joyce, easy win for him. Venick blew the chance to beat Woodhouse. And there we are here. I'm telling you now, it's going to Baza. Would we all like to see Baza play at Ali Pali once? No worries, Jason. No worries at all, my friend. South African qualifier. Look, I'm only surmising here, but I think that place was obviously meant for the Oceanic Masters, which, again, we've had no official confirmation that it's not happening, but there's just no sign of it, and they're not going to fit it in now. So that place will obviously be reallocated. But that'd be for... Yeah, the problem is, Mike, we need it for this year. What are the... so it's best of 5 sets in the early round, Dave. First of 3 sets. So it's not horrific. And look, the general standard of qualifier has gone up year on year. Yes, every now and then there's a debutant or someone that's never played at Ali Pali or not played there for a long, long time comes back and is nervous and don't play particularly well. But in the main, we see the qualifiers coming over from North America, from Africa, from the Asian Tour, from the DPA, from the DPZ, the ADA, they're all of a really good standard now. So I don't think, I'm hoping it won't be as bad as what some people are thinking. I may be being naive, but is this the leg that Petresco gets the job done? He's going to leave a finish, and it's looking like that's all she wrote for Oscar Laziac. We'll have to watch the first 96 games. But I like the fact that everyone starts in round one for the World Championships. That I get. They had to because it was 96, but I like everyone in at the beginning. No room for hiding. That's a very, very good way to win the match from Riccardo Petresco. The 1-2-1, 25, treble 20, double 18 says, thank you very much, 6-3. Only day 6, Rob. A lot will depend on the draw as well. But look, if we get, is it Alexis Toilo that is really slow? I think he's the slow lad from the Asian tour. Yeah, look, granted, if we get him against Stephen Burton, I've just picked him because he's the first name I've looked at on the list, then it could be a bit of... Yeah, a lot will depend on the draw as well, who these players gets. Yeah, Rob, when I'm day 6 in the Big Brother house... Laziac trundles off. But final game of the session coming next. It is Smash Martin Lukeman against the gentle Mensur Suljovic. And for all those wanting a Ryder Cup update, the first point of the Ryder Cup for 2025 goes to Team Europe. 1-0. John Ram and Tyrrell Hatton. First point on the board. Remember, qualifiers rank 33 to 64. Are the secondary seeds. Has that been confirmed, James? Because currently 64, Maravana Bohala. Day 6 in the Big Brother house and the famous Mr. Phil Bars. He's cracked open his first month energy drink in over 2 years. Yeah, fall off. Cool. Cheers, James. Yeah, I'll have to be replaced after day 6, Rob. Phil has gone to rehab. It's cracked open. The poison hit the lips. Can 2 followed quickly after by can 3 and can 4. And it's only 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, Rob, I booked it all the other day. Or again, you book it early because you get better rates. But yeah, it's not great. I stay about between 10 and 15-minute drive away. 2-0 Europe. The second point is on the board. Rory McIlroy and Tommy Fleetwood adding a 2-0 lead. Team Europe. E could be Springer against Greaves, but not Brooksby. Cool. Cheers, James. Yeah, but I stay. To be fair, there's nothing exceptionally close to Ali Pally. There's a travel lodge down in Wood Green, but it's not great. The actual PDC hotel is a fair distance away. Which player lives nearest Ali Pally? Oh. Right, I'm going to have to... Obviously, I don't know street names, but I'm just going of the area they live. No. If he qualified, it would probably be George Killington, but he hasn't qualified. But I'm trying to look where I roughly know where. Ed House potentially. Oh no, off the top of my head, I think it'll be Martin Lukeman because he lives in Watford. So I think off the top of my head, I think it'll be Smash Martin Lukeman. Have a few of the media guys thought about for an Airbnb. No, is the honest answer, Rob. And look, I like my own space. I know the Sky presenters. There's a few of them that stay in an Airbnb together. I suppose from a, like what I call media that are there all the time, Rob, I wouldn't do it. There's one or two that I wouldn't mind sharing with, but overall I'd be like, nah, I'm alright. I stayed in Wood Green. I confirm it's not great. Did you stay at the Travel Lodge, Teresa? It's not great. Yeah, when I go, Rob, and again, it's actually quite a good hotel for Ali Pally. It's like 10, 15 minutes in an Uber, and there's shops and all that around it. I stay at the Premier Inn in Southgate. It's got a tube line which gets you straight into the city as well. Like if you come down by train, it's easy access or whatever. The Players Hotel, don't know, the PDC Hotel is really nice, but it's a trek. My Lukeman about to get on the stage. I feel that the PDC sacrificed the Friday afternoon, make Saturday and Sunday better. Or it's not about having all the good players there though. It's about giving opportunities, Connor. It would make no sense scrapping the Friday. So, to be fair, I like Martin Lukeman. He's a good guy. The Friday up. What makes you say that, Connor? We've had some good darts today. And there's a healthy, it's not full, but there's a healthy crowd in, which generate money. It gives people stage time. It gives people the opportunity to earn money. Come in. Yeah, you're right.
Good.
Yeah, you sent your dad, Danny.
Yeah.
Everyone, meet Jay. He's just popped in. He was like, we are live. Did Danny not tell you?
Buongiorno.
It's in that. It's in a folder called JT Stream.
JT Stream. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice one.
When you speak to him, you just ask him to get it back to me ASAP, because obviously I've got work on there as well. I don't need it this weekend, but early next week if that's cool.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries, dude.
Yeah.
Ladies. Jay in for the live range on Monday. Yeah, Connor, he may have only averaged 79, but he only gets stage experience through the European Tour. Look at the players that have learnt their trade and applied their trade and got better on the European Tour. Luke Humphreys is the prime example. He became a multiple winner on the European Tour by playing on a Friday and so on. It happens. This is the progression of how they do it. Just purchased a VVIP ticket for the World Grand Prix bargain. Comes with 10 pay for round one. No, Luke is not playing this event. Connor, what? I agree to the principle, but that has nothing to do with the European Tour. That's a completely separate issue about the Dev Tour. So your argument about the Friday afternoon on the European Tour has absolutely no relevance to that point. Now you're just clutching at straws because you know you made a shit point and now you're trying to whittle out of the hole you created for yourself. Lukeman hasn't started the best here. Suljovic hits his famous double 14 for an early break of throw. 1-0 to the gentle Mentor Suljovic. No players are crap. just have 48 tour holders, get rid of the host nation qualifiers. That's a different argument altogether. But the host nation qualifiers, for me, it's an opportunity to grow the sport as well. Yeah, but Connor, you're not getting it. You're just not getting it, and I'm going to stop answering your questions if you continue to be stupid. The only way you grow the game in countries and grow the game globally is by giving these people opportunities. People used to average 63 on the Asian Tour, on the CDC Tour, in Oceania. They get better by playing and having more opportunities. Yes, it's painful now. Some of these German qualifiers used to average that. And now look what darts in Germany's doing. It's a tested and tried formula in a way to grow the game. It works. Just because you don't like them at the moment, because Switzerland is a new region that we've gone into, this happened in Germany. It used to happen in Holland. It's happened everywhere. It's how players get better. To be fair, I was at the home of Chelsea's greatest ever player yesterday. Lukeman is going to get a look at this 91 to break back. Not caught fire yet this game. It might now, 2 at tops. We are level at 1-1. I didn't want to say anything, Rob. I didn't want to say anything. And they did lose to United as well. Nah. $180, and there's another point in the Ryder Cup. Europe are in a 3-0 lead. Connor, if you're clutching at straws at that stupid tin pot FIFA crock of money laundering shit, good luck to you. It is never a recognised competition. It is a pile of shit. Tops for Lukeman for a 2-1 lead. Doesn't go. Suljovic breaks breaks again. 3 legs, 3 breaks of throws, and it is Suljovic who leads again. It's an intriguing little tie, this. How are we doing, Tom? Afternoon. Following on the darts while on holiday in Suffolk for a week. Nice. Whereabouts have you gone, Tom? Glad you're having a little time away. We have the best manager in the league. Are you drunk? Or are you on something? Someone send an ambulance to Connor's house to check he's alright. Just outside Bury St Edmunds. Nice. Lukeman. What he'd give for a max here. Has to go 18s and does. It's a good setup from Lukeman. Did you know darts is popular in Iceland? I did. Only because chatting to a friend of the show, Matthew Edgar, he spoke so highly about it when he went over there. I think it was for a WDF event, and he couldn't speak highly enough of it. So yes, I did. Yeah, Matt loved every minute of it over there. He said it was great. Who would you rather have at Spurs? Pep or Arnie? Oh, great question, Stephen. Who would I rather have? It pains me to say this, but I think right now I would rather have Arne Slot. I really like Arne Slot, the way he breaks stuff down in interviews. I think he coaches teams very well. Don't get me wrong, Pep's Pep, but you also have to be quite disciplined to play within Pep's sides, and in terms of Grealish was exciting, and then he went to Man City and became sterile, boring. He's gone to Everton, has a new lease of life again. So I think, I'm going for Arne Slot. Makes no sense though. The weather prevents people from playing. I don't know, to be fair. I think he probably turned us down. Martin Lukeman is going to have to find something here. at times I find City painful to watch because the wingers aren't allowed to take their men on. They have to cut back in and recycle the ball and Lukeman needs to find something. Some, Rob. I think times are changing a little bit more. Some I agree. Do you think Frank has been lucky so far with the results? It seems like he struggles to score with ease. The left-hand side is a major issue at the moment. A little bit. Look, I think until we get everyone back fit, it's hard to judge. Look, everyone knows that Thomas Frank wasn't my first choice, but since he's come back, or since he's got the job, fully behind him, and I just think that at the moment he hasn't had all the options that he'd want available at the same time. I would like to see. Again, it may not ever happen because it's football, but I would like to see a run of 5 or 6 games when we had everyone available to see what he does. Phil, you're about to get the call on Saturday night. Don't see out wingers anymore. A little bit, Rob. Yes, with certain managers, but I also think we are seeing it a little bit more, where I think we may be reverting back a little bit. No, Solanke's not played all season, which is, again, that's part of the issue. I think Kudos has been a really, really good signing. Really, really good. Lukeman has missed an absolute truckload of doubles in this game. It has been the Achilles heel so far. Where do I stand on Amorim? I actually quite like Ruben Amorim. Look, I only think United are 2 or 3 players away from actually being a decent side. Sorry, I meant to say, is he against Wolves? He returned to training this week with the squad, but whether he's fit enough to play this weekend, I don't know, because he didn't have a pre-season, is the issue. So, possibly not. Oh, what have you done, Enoch? What have you done? Spurs have rejected a £4.5 billion takeover offer. No! Give me the money! (5-1) Suljovic leads. It is becoming a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, Chris, there was a 4.5 billion offer went in last night from a American consortium. Do you think Gary Anderson will win another major? I do. I do think he will, yes. Have I been to Scandinavia before? Only briefly, but there are some parts of Norway that look absolutely... I'd like to take one of those train trips around Scandinavia, like a 2-week train trip, just going to different places. 180. So 82. '82 goes mine. Lukeman 5-2 in front. Incredible that. A major champion, not to make... Yeah, look. Does that just show how left field that win was? I'd love Scandinavia to embrace darts. Yeah, I agree, it'd be good. Suljovic looks as if he's closing in on victory here. Chizzy will play Luke Woodhouse. Again, neither of them really in any form whatsoever at the moment. Not a great setup from Suljovic, but Martin Lukeman is a country mile behind. Two, 3-3 to get the job done. Just looking to set it up nicely. So 140, it's on. It's on Mencia. Just leave tops then. Don't do a Dirk. So match darts incoming next visit for Mensur Suljovic, leaving tops. And there it is. It is over. 6-2 to Mensur Suljovic, completing off the session. So we have wins this afternoon for Callum Ridge, Neil Zonneveld, Christoph Ratajski, Dekker, Ryan Joyce, Luke Woodhouse, Riccardo Petresco, and now Mensur Suljovic. That completes the session, everyone. Remember, we will be back at 6 p.m. for the evening session, and this time I will be on time. I am staying in the office, so make sure that you turn that notification on. Press that little bell icon so you know when we go live. But we've been Online Darts. I've been Phil Bars. Set your reminder. We'll see you in a couple of hours' time.